To be sane, in a world of madmen, is in itself madness. I prefer liberty with danger, than peace with slavery. Man is born free, and everywhere he is in chains. The world of reality has its limits, the world of imagination is boundless. It is too difficult to think nobly, when one thinks only of earning a living. Why should we build our happiness on the opinions of others, when we can find it in our own hearts? Every person has a right to risk their own life for the preservation of it. To write a good love letter, you ought to begin without knowing what you mean to say, and to finish without knowing what you have written. Those that are most slow in making a promise are the most faithful in the performance of it. Civilization is a hopeless race to discover remedies for the evils it produces. Man was born free, and he is everywhere in chains. Those who think themselves the masters of others are indeed greater slaves than they. All my misfortunes come of having thought too well of my fellows. I perceive God everywhere in his works. I sense him in me, I see him all around me. Everything is good, as it comes from the hands of the Maker of the world, but degenerates once it gets into the hands of man. In truth, laws are always useful to those with possessions, and harmful to those who have nothing, from which it follows that the social state is advantageous to men only when all possess something and none has too much. I hate books, they only teach us to talk about things we know nothing about. As soon as any man says of the affairs of the state, what does it matter to me? The state may be given up for lost. Once you teach people to say what they do not understand, it is easy enough to get them to say anything you like. It is easier to conquer than to administer. With enough leverage, a finger could overturn the world, but to support the world, one must have the shoulders of Hercules. All wickedness comes from weakness. The child is wicked only because he is weak. Make him strong, he will be good. He who could do everything would never do harm.